up, Ben?
Hey. So, Caitlin Clark previously held the record for most assists in a single game with 19. You passed that tonight, no pun intended. All right, sorry. What does it mean for you to pass from the record books? It's pretty cool.
You know, anytime you're in the same conversation as Caitlin Clark, you're doing something special.
Yeah.
You know, when you look at her gravity, at her ability to pick apart coverages, she's really something special. And I know that I've gained respect as a scorer in this league already, and Caitlin is a terrific example for how you can use that scoring threat to become a facilitator.
How were you able to see the floor so well and find your open teammates? It was awesome.
You know, execution, that's all there is to it. Credit to our coaches, you know, who put together the scout, because I just knew what to expect from all their defensive coverages. Beyond that, it's shot making. Then, you and I would have had the same number of assists tonight, if not for my talented teammates, who really just made my stat line pop by just knocking down all those open looks.
Oh, wow. You're too kind. I gotta go to the gym, but thanks.
You're good.
The shots were falling, but you also stuffed the stat sheet, getting a rare 20-20 game in the process. Can you tell us about the difficulty of that?
You know, there's definitely skill involved, of course, but some of it has to do with the flow of the game, the matchup, a little bit of luck, honestly. It's just all wrapped into it. Everything just has to come together perfectly, and that's why it's so rare.
Well, getting 20-20 often indicates a player had leverage in at least two areas of the court. How were you able to use that leverage so effectively?
You know, I really think this particular matchup just worked in my favor. I was able to get a lot of open looks on shots. Other than that, just using my court awareness to the best of my ability and getting a little help from my teammates.
Thanks
It all
so
came
much.
together. Thanks.
Thanks.
Sports. Welcome in, everybody.
And tonight it'll be the Dallas Wings going up against the Minnesota Lynx.
Here with Tim Swartz and Brian Banafitemi, I'm Blake Suniga, and it's good to have you with us.
I know you guys have your eyes on the guard matchup. There's a lot of talent in the backcourt.
And I think that's something we could say for most of the games that we cover. There's just so many skilled guards in this league.
Yeah, we're definitely spoiled in that regard. There's no shortage of premier guard play here in the W.
Minnesota will get the first possession.
That kind of D isn't going to cut it.
Now here's Shorty, guarded by Beckers. And that one falls.
When she breaks out the crossover, you can be sure she's going to leave somebody in her wake.
Through the first quarter.
No doubt, when it comes to Minnesota, Nafisa Collier is the leader of this team.
I mean, she's someone you expect to put up 20, 10, and 5 anytime she's out there. She's been a defensive player of the year. Collier, she's
covered by Shorty. Takes the three.
Paige Beckers with another miss.
Yeah, she didn't punish them for the weak coverage that time, but they just can't count on her missing.
absolutely, Brian. She's got to go right back to that shot.
So it's doubler with Smith.
Paige Beckers from outside.
Minnesota grabs the miss.
That's definitely a situation where you want to make sure you don't give her too good of a look.
Absolutely, and the defense better not relax because she might hit that one next time.
Shot from the wing.
It's hauled in by Smith.
Collier outside.
Shorty.
Yes, and it's Nafisa Collier picking up the assist.
Their crisp passing has opened things up offensively.
Yeah, it makes the game easy. Tension.
More than a step slow.
Three-pointer Beckers.
He got it up in time, but it just wouldn't fall for it. And the buzzer sounds to end the first, and we've got a blowout underway here. The Lynx on top, opening a huge gap. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter two. And we'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter.
Pass to Beckers.
From past the arc. Rebound by the Lynx.
Trying to battle back, but she's struggling this quarter.
When the Wings won the 2025 draft lottery, there was no doubt about who they'd be taking.
No, zero. It was always going to be immediate impact.
Shot to stop the run.
And it's Collier with the rebound.
And not only is their lead big, but their advantage on the boards is huge too.
They've been the aggressors, plain and simple, outworking them inside.
Well, you know what they left off in the first quarter, from downtown at least.
To the middle. Shot's good by Shorty.
At the offensive end, she's done as much as they could have hoped for today. By the D. Because if that's how they plan to guard her, they're going to have serious problems.
Shorty. Another one falls for Minnesota.
And that keeps her at 100% from the field this quarter.
Hyde Williams.
Pass to Shorty.
Fades away. That shot is good. She's taken 15 and made 10 from the field tonight.
She is just tearing it up this quarter, and I don't think this lead is going to go anywhere while she's this hot from the field.
Pass to Collier. Shorty.
With the fadeaway. She clings that one off the back iron and it falls.
Well, that's a good end to a not-so-good possession.
Shorty.
Another one falls for Minnesota.
They've been playing very smart offensively in the first half. I think that's safe to say.
The numbers support that. They're shooting much better percentage from the field.
Let's see if they can keep it up.
A dominating first half of play, and so far it hasn't been close. Lynx ahead, delivering the blowout. Hold tight, we've got more basketball action headed your way. And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close. And we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third started.
And you gotta like what Shorty has been able to do in this game.
Quite simply, she's been terrific. This is just what they need from her.
And a double-double in just one half of basketball? You can't ask for anything more as a coach, teammate, or fan.
Getting back to the
Screen set on the inside that freed her up and really just made that layup possible.
And down it goes. 2 points.
Keeps her head up and looks for open teammates. That style of play will keep Collier around for a while. A lot of clanks by them early in the second here so far. Only one make on 5 tries.
The fadeaway. Again, Minnesota.
And their lead gets even more enormous.
To the wing, right side. Here's Shorty. Another one falls for Minnesota.
Well, the jump shot, it's been a extending their lead.
Since the Wings moved to Dallas in 2016, it's been tough times for the franchise.
That first 9 years in Dallas, 1 winning year, 1 playoff series won.
Now, out to the wing. Here's Shorty. Drills the three-pointer.
You can be forgotten in their offense sometimes, but the D, you've got to keep an eye on her still. Number 2, 3 more teams are coming after those 2 in Toronto and Portland. And beyond those 3 teams that they're going to add, the league got so many bids from pretty much everywhere in this country and in Canada as well.
And that one's good.
That is a good look. And she'll make that one most of the time.
Job good by Shorty.
Well, they've built this lead through plays exactly like that. She's easily been the most consistent performer.
No question about that. I mean, she's just hitting everything in sight.
Stolen by Shorty. And now the Lynx fast break. Buries the jumper to finish the break.
No question, they're winning the speed game, guys.
With the teardrop, and it's good on the land.
You have to have perfect timing to knock down the teardrop.
Dallas with out to Miller.
Now Segrist. Becker's outside.
Got a hand on it. So we see the Lynx taking the W here. They won this game going away. They were better basketball team by far.
You got to commend this sort of dominance here at home and feeling great, playing well nearly the whole game. And I could feel it. This building was pumped, guys.
And that'll wrap it up